Hola amigos, just back from a nice long hot run. Time to get sweaty again. I thought today I would teach you Sun Salutation B to complement the Sun Salutation A that we learned the other day. So this one involves a bit more movement, a lot more breath, a few extra poses thrown in, and should get your heart rate up pretty good. So if you're in the mood for a challenge, Sun Salutation B is where it's at. Let's get going. Bring yourself to the top of your mat. This time you don't have to remove your dog. Oh, your dog's gonna come visit you. Always exciting. Bring yourself to the top of your mat. Let your toes touch. Bring your hands to your heart. And take a moment to be grateful. Take a moment to breathe. Take an inhale and circle sweep your arms out and up. Join your palms up above your head. As you exhale, trace the midline of your body just like you did before, bending your knees if you need to. Bring yourself into a chair pose. Do bend your knees quite a lot. Draw your arms out and up. Sit back like you're sitting back in an imaginary chair. You should be able to lift your toes because the weight's so far back in your heels. Make sure this tailbone scoots down to protect your low back. As you exhale, fold yourself forward. Plant your hands, they're shoulder width apart, and step yourself back over your dog into a plank pose. You gotta move, Andy. Come on. Move. Lower yourself down to chaturanga. Inhaling, your heart lifts. Upward facing dog. Exhaling, take your hips back into a downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift your right leg up. Send it up, 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 up. Look under and make sure that all of your toes are pointing the same direction. Don't send this right leg out like this. Keep everything down, toes pointing the same direction. As you exhale, bring this right foot through to the space in between your hands. And if you can only get to about here right now, just grab this ankle and put the foot so that the ankle is directly below the knee. Take this left foot and roll it down onto the mat so that your right toes are pointed at about 12 o'clock and your left toes, they're pointed at maybe 9 or 10, depending on what your knee will allow. If you have any pain in your knee, send your toes more out toward 9 o'clock. On an inhale, draw yourself up to standing, coming into a warrior one. Keep a nice strong back leg and take the pinky toe of that left foot and just kind of roll it into the mat so you have a really strong left leg. Take your whole chest and square it toward the front of your mat so you're really, really strong. Your arms go up. As you exhale, take your hands down, come back onto the ball of this left foot. Your hands spring your right foot and your right foot goes back to meet your left. This is a plank pose, followed immediately by a chaturanga. And on an inhale, the heart lifts into an upward facing dog. Exhale, push your way back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, the left leg lifts. Again, don't send these left toes out all willy-nilly. Keep everything pointing the same direction, toes pointing down. And as you exhale, take this left foot through. And again, if you need to, just pick up the foot and move it. It's not a problem. It'll come. Eventually, the left foot will be able to make it to the space in between your hands. Believe it'll happen. Right foot rolls down. So now in this case, the left toes are pointed at about 12 o'clock. And the right is either 2 o'clock or maybe 3 o'clock. If there's any knee pain, try more for 3 o'clock than 2. On an inhale, come on up into your warrior one. Again, just take your right pinky toe and just kind of into the mat. Just draw it into the mat so that you're really, really strong through that right leg. Chest is moving toward the front of your mat. And on an exhale, everything comes down. And once again, you find yourself in your plank pose, moving directly into chaturanga on one big exhale. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale. exhaling, find your downward facing dog and take 3 nice breaths here. Remember to wrap the outsides of your arms. They're wrapping down toward the mat and you're pushing out and up. Really strong with the arms. On your next inhale, bend your knees. If you want to jump, you can jump, or you can just step your way to the top of your mat. Feet go in between your hands, and on an inhale, find another chair pose. Again, just like sitting back in an imaginary chair, you should be able to lift your toes because the weight's back in the heels, your tailbone is driving down so that your low back is protected. And with an exhale, just stand yourself up, take your hands to your heart, and that's one complete Sun Salutation B. So I'm going to do it for you again. Let's talk more breath. Inhale, circle sweep your arms.